Good morning, everybody. It is a bright sunny day here in Denver, and I am having trouble with lighting. So please forgive me. Help me, she said, in that panic mode of let's get all this ready to go on Monday morning. So we are definitely in help me mode. Everybody needs help from time to time. Every inventor will tell you that someone helped them somewhere along the way. My name is Rita Crompton. I am the president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring, and I can definitely see there's a shadow with the camera. Sorry about that. We'll get that fixed as we move around today. And again, it goes to the point where everybody needs help from time to time. There's days I need help with lighting and sound and technology, and there's days when you need help with what do I do next? And it was interesting because there was a lady who called me this morning, and she goes, I need some help. I've done everything I can, but I am at the point now where I need to get these made and I can't do it by myself. And that's a really great time for Archimedes Offspring to pick up and help you. Everybody will get to a point where there's no more money. Let me see if I back up here. No, we're just going to have a miserable picture today. So the best thing I can say for you is when you get to that point, all is not lost. And I think that's the big relief here. I was going to use my little Delilah this morning to help to show you, make a point on that. She is growing. I've had her on some of my videos. She was 3 months when we got her. She's about 4 months now, growing like crazy. But every dog sled racer is going to tell you they can't do it alone. All right. They had somebody who raised those pups. They had somebody who helped train those pups. They had people who helped them understand all of the logistics of the race. And it's the same thing when you're looking at inventing, you're at a race for the finish line. You're trying to get down the field to the touchdown. It's been a crazy morning here. And you can't do it alone. Somebody throws the ball. Somebody's got to catch the ball, right? Somebody's driving the sled, but you got to have the dogs to pull the sled. It's the same type of thing when you're inventing. You have the idea. You have the aha moment. Yay. Points for you. Now, who do you get to help you get it teed up? And just like the lady today, she called me and she said, I'm at a point now. I will give her a call back in a few hours, but that point that she's at is kind of critical mass. All right. She can't get to the marketplace without the next step. And sometimes it's really understanding what do you have going for you if you take this step versus the other step. Okay. So let's say, for instance, she gets a bunch of them made. Now what? All right. She's in a difficult industry. You cannot sell these by yourself. You can't. All right. I ran into a gentleman a couple of weeks ago. He said, no, I don't want to license it. I want to manufacture it, but I don't have any money. That's a problem. That's a deal breaker. It's over. I had some guys yesterday. We've got somebody interested in licensing their product. All they've got are drawings. And I had said, you've got to have a functioning prototype. All right. But I just get people who so stubborn. And, my grandson, when he was learning me do my own self, well, in the inventing realm, that's a tough one. That me do my own self really kind of is that first naive step to failure. Let's go from kind of the other side of the pendulum swing. All right. Let's say you have no problems with money. You get them all made. And now you've got 5,000 units sitting in your garage or storage unit. Forever, you're giving these things away for Christmas presents to your friends and family for the next 15 years because you can't get them placed. Right? We found out from, the one product not more than a week ago. Cool product. It has got a wow factor product. Mothers would buy it, but pharmacists will not recommend it. Well, now what? All right. That's an issue. And we would rather, at Archimedes Offspring, solve those problems before you are thousands of dollars in debt. the team, all right? The helpers, the guides through the chaos, so to speak. When you are looking at trying to get something teed up and you make a massive mistake going out the door, honestly, if this inventor had known it was going to be so hard to place it and pharmacists wouldn't recommend it, would she have still done it? Well, now she's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Now she doesn't really have, she's got a pretty good inventory and she's got to be able to sell it. How do you reach mothers? If the pharmacists and the pediatricians aren't going to recommend the product, so we've got a problem to solve, and we've still got to find somebody to license it because she doesn't want to manufacture it. So dealing with some of these issues sooner rather than later can certainly help lessen the blow. The gentleman, I talked to him. It's like, you need to understand you've got to have access to about $250,000 to go out this door by yourself. Well, I'll get prototypes done and I'll get people to help me. No, it doesn't work that way. People expect to get paid along the way. That's reality. And, they don't want to do it for the good of mankind. I do not know a single service provider, a good one, that you would want to actually work on something that is willing to do it for free, all right, unless they know where it's going. And most of them who have been successful, they understand those barriers to entry. They want answers before they do the design work for you or before they help you with, intellectual property, before they help you with mold making, before they maybe lessen their price to do a short run because they figure they can get it back later, that they know you understand licensing, because that's their best guarantee they're going to get money back. Not that you're going to deplete your entire bank account. You're going to take every service provider for a ride and not know where you're going. If it doesn't sound right in your gut, it probably isn't right. All right. This me do my own self is dangerous when you're spending family money. All right. Your money, your retirement, your kids' college fund, or for goodness sakes, second mortgage on the house that you don't know how you're going to pay back. Those are dangerous steps to take. Right? You want to have a better understanding upfront of what the steps are going to be. Archimedes Offspring acting as your mentor, all right, and your funding mechanism. Believe me, when we are acting as your mentors, we are protecting not only you, but the investors, and they expect that. When we're protecting the investors, we're protecting you and guiding you through those steps. When we tell you no, all right, that you're not chosen, your next question, and the best one, is why? You will learn a lot from that. Sometimes it's just a matter of timing. We may have another project already that's been vetted and chosen. We may be looking at another fund that's going to be specific to these types of products down the road. There may be a really good reason why, and there may be a tough reason why, that we don't see it going anywhere, that we don't see the barriers to entry being broken down, that we've heard some talk from the industry experts on what the arguments are going to be against carrying the product. So we're going to tell you those things before you are, forehead deep in debt. What has to be solved? Then you can make the business decision as the inventor on what steps you want to take. And sometimes your best step, help me, keep your day job. Better knowing it now than when you are hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Don't make a down payment on the island. Get some help. Get the feedback. Understand where you're trying to get to. And this week, we're going to talk more about, the success stories, how you get there. So I don't want this to be a downer day, so you don't want to listen to tomorrow. Tomorrow's an update. Tomorrow is definitely an update. So tune in with us tomorrow. I do believe it's on the schedule for 3:00 in the afternoon. Let me know your favorite timeframes. We do log those in. So my name is Rita Crompton. I am the president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring. Everybody needs a team. Sometimes the team's a little bit different, but you're going to need help in this. Don't overlook that. And don't get crazy about me do my own self. That's for a 5-year-old, not a business person. Have a great day.